Hello, my name is Michael, and welcome to an online edition of The Works for the Clearview Library District. The Works is for kids ages 6 to 12 who like to tinker, build, get messy, and explore. And it's a way for you to engage in science, technology, engineering, art, and math, or STEAM. So every other week, I'll have a new project for you to try at home, and I'll be focusing on a different part of STEAM learning every other week. The way you can check to see what's coming up is to go to our website, clearviewlibrary.org, check out our calendar, search for the works, and you can see what's coming up. And we will make kits available on a first come, first serve basis for the week prior to when we put out the YouTube video. So you can always drop by the library the week prior to the program you want to join in on, or you can call ahead and ask if any are available. There is a list of the components that we'll be using every week in the kits. So you can also check out our calendar, search for the works, and in the description of that program, it will list what we are including in the kit if you want to put together a kit at home or see what you have available at home. So this week, because Halloween is coming up, we are doing some creepy light up eyes creatures. So what we'll be doing is using the kit for the 22nd. And what it's going to include is a handful of pipe cleaners, a clothespin, 2 LEDs, and a CR2032 flat battery. So the first thing I want you to do is take a look at the LEDs, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can take a closer look at LEDs here. Okay, so you're going to see that one leg of the LED is longer than the other, and that is the positive side, the positive leg of the LED. It's called the anode. The negative or the shorter leg is called the cathode. And this is going to become important when we put the LEDs onto the battery. You may have done this before with me in a lot other programs, but this is just a quick reminder. So let's jump back to my screen. Okay, so hard to see. There we go. One leg is shorter and one leg is longer. So first we're going to test our battery and LEDs. Now on the battery, you're going to notice that one side, you might not be able to see it here, one side has a plus sign on it or a positive for the positive. The other side is just blank and it's a negative. So what you're going to do is slip the positive leg, the anode from the LED, onto the positive side of the battery. And the negative or the shorter leg, the cathode, is going to touch the negative side of the battery. So you're just going to slip it over, and both legs want to make contact, and it should light up like so. So that's our first eye for our creepy Halloween creature. Now we're going to add the second LED, and it should light up. Now the other direction, it's not going to light up at all. If we accidentally do it that way, they're not going to light up. So you just want to flip it, put the long leg on the positive side, and there we go. And that is a circuit. And I'd recommend just looking up what is an LED in Google, and you'll get a lot of more information that's interesting. So now what we're going to do is grab our clothespin, and you're going to use this as sort of the body or the mouth of your creature, and it's going to hold the LEDs in place on the battery. So you're just going to open the clothespin and then close it so it holds those in place. And we're going to use those as creepy eyes on our Halloween creature. Now from there, you're just going to kind of get creative with it and wrap your pipe cleaners around. And they can be legs, they can be wings, they can be claws, tails, whatever you want it to be. This is where you kind of get creepy here. So I'm gonna make 2 front legs. I'm gonna wrap this one around. So this is how you can just get as creative as you want. Make something weird looking. This would be great to put in your candy bowl if you're having trick-or-treaters this year. You can alternate colors. You should have a couple different colors of pipe cleaners, hopefully, in your kit. So we're just going to go crazy and make a super strange, kind of like a spider creature with different sizes of legs. Here we so far. Maybe I'll add a sort of a scorpion tail. And if you want, you could also use markers to color the rest of the clothespin. Maybe you have some googly eyes. Maybe you have, anything you want to finish decorating your creepy creature. But there you go. We created a circuit using a battery and some LEDs. That's going to be the eyes. And we have a little creature here. Now, if you leave the LEDs on there, it will drain the battery after a while. Hard to say how long it takes. Could be like a day, could be a couple days. So if you're not using the creature, you could take the LEDs off and just save the battery for Halloween. It's up to you. But there we are. So we have a creepy Halloween creature made super easily. And we learned a little bit about circuits, a little bit about LEDs. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the works from the Clearview Library District, and we will see you next time.